So we're going to be talking about 7 BMX bikes, the best 7 BMX bikes that have a free toaster. A free coaster is cool because you can fakie, you can roll backwards without having to pedal backwards. And this kind of opens it up and gives you the opportunity to roll backwards smoothly and combine different things. Like when I started riding my planetary hub, it was a lot easier to do half cab bars. Full cabs were a little bit harder. Half cab manuals were easier. It opens up the door for a lot of things. And so if you have done your research on a free coaster and you're pretty sure you want a free coaster with your bike, check out these 7 free coaster BMX bikes. It's important to note, free coasters have slack. And what slack is if you pedal forward to start rolling, it doesn't engage instantly. So like a profile hub is gonna engage right away and the wheel's gonna start spinning. A free coaster, a profile hub, a cassette, whatever, it's gonna engage right away. A free coaster is gonna take a little bit of pedaling to engage, and then you're just gonna if you're not conscious about it and used to it, you're gonna hit your knee on the stem, and that is no, okay? So anyway, let's get right into it. These are arranged by quality. The information, the way that I found these bikes and sorted them was from the Dougsterbob app, which is on the App Store and the Google Play Store. So bike number 7, okay, 7. I think 7. There's 7 bikes. Bike number 7 is the Subrosa Letum. The Subrosa Letum's a really affordable bike, and right now it's actually on sale from $630 down to $503, making it honestly better than the Kink Whip, better value than the Kink Whip, better value than the Colt Control. I'd say this bike is great. Not only does it have a free coaster, it has 4 pegs, it has hub guards, it has a sprocket with a bash guard. The color, in my opinion, is a little bit weird, but some people love it. Some people can get past that. This is a really solid bike, and even for the $630 that it normally costs, it's worth the price, you know? So anyway, quality-wise, it's got full chromoly frame, forks, and handlebars. It's got double wall rims. The bars are 4-piece just to add to that unique street build that they've got going on with the pegs and the hub guards and things like that. And the biggest problem with this bike is that it weighs like 29 pounds. That includes the pegs and the hub guards, but that's still it's a crazy weight. But this is bike number 7 on the list, okay? It comes with a free toaster, specifically a Rant, what is it? Let me see. A Rant Moonwalker 2 sealed free coaster. So Rant's not the highest quality brand, but it is a pretty decent free coaster, and some people have better luck with this free coaster than they do with the free coaster that comes on the Kink Williams, which is not number 2. But number 2 on the list is actually gonna be the Fly Omega. So the Fly Omega in my app is listed at like $819 because that was the original price like a year ago or 2 years ago. Since then, Fly has figured out a way to get their prices down a ton for the United States people. It's crazy to me. So now this is a $619 bike, and in my opinion, it was worth the price. You know, close to $800. It was iffy, but it was worth the price. Now for $619, this bike is a no-brainer, and it has a free coaster. And another crazy thing, so you can select between a cassette or a free coaster. You can select between right-hand drive or left-hand drive. And then you can even select if it comes brakeless. How crazy. Now they should knock off the price if you choose brakeless, but they don't. Anyway, some things about it, aside from looking like just an incredibly clean bike. You guys see how clean this thing looks? Just look at this. This is number 6 on the list, okay? Look at this, man. Man, Fly has the best pictures. So we got a full chromoly frame, full chromoly forks, full chromoly bars. Obviously everything's sealed. It's 3-piece cranks. They're not 48 spline, despite they look like 48 spline. I think they're actually 16 spline cranks or something like that, but they're still solid. Okay, they're still very solid cranks. And the hub is the treble free coaster. It's a sealed free coaster. It's a good quality bike. It scores let me see what it scores. Specifically, it scores a 7.2 in quality, and the Subrosa Letum scored a 7.1. So they're very close in quality. And at full price, the Fly bike is a little bit cheaper than the Subrosa Letum. But at the sale price right now, the Subrosa Letum is like just crazy cheap. Yeah, so I've got to double check because the way it looks, right, it looks like it's a 48 spline crank because there's no pinch bolt. And at first, when I was reviewing them in like 2019, I was like, wow, this is crazy, 48 spline cranks. And then somewhere they clarified that it's not 48 spline, it's like, but it's not 8 spline either. I'm pretty sure it's 16. It's something weird. I'll have to double check on that, Kirk, but yeah. So anyway, that is bike number 6. Bike number 5 is we're going back to Kink with the Kink Cloud. The Kink Cloud's a weird one. I just posted a review video about it, and I don't recommend it all the time because I think it's only got a 7.4 quality score, and it's got an $800 price tag. And so, you know, the quality score is like 3 points higher than the Subrosa Letum, but the price tag is $200 more, $300 more if you're counting the Letum's discounted price. So anyway, it's not a terrible bike. It's a high quality bike. It's got aftermarket handlebars. It's got the Kink Rex bars. It's got full chromoly frame, full chromoly forks. It's a solid bike. The only thing that's really aftermarket on it that matters is the handlebars, but it does have a free coaster and it's pretty good quality. I just think, I want to say the Switch was 600 in last year. No, 550. Anyway, the price has gone up. Like I talked about this a ton, is how Kink's bikes have gone up in price, and the Cloud went up quite a bit. And because of that price increase, I just don't recommend it as much as I did before. Okay, it's got 4 pegs, it doesn't have any hub guards, and it weighs 27.1 pounds. But the free toaster is the Mission Dispatch sealed free coaster. This is a fairly good free coaster, but it's not, like I said, you know, just like the Rant free coaster, it's not the highest quality free coaster like the free coaster that comes on bike number 4, the Kink Williams. So the free coaster on the Kink Williams is a cinema free coaster. I think it's the ZX. Yeah, the ZX2, which is a lot better than the Mission quality free coaster. Now again, the Williams though is going to be very similar to the Kink Cloud in terms of me recommending it. I think $1,000 for this bike is just a little bit overpriced. It went up from $899 to $999 this year, and in my opinion, that's just a little bit high for what you're getting. You're getting aftermarket bars again. You're getting aftermarket forks. The frame's not aftermarket. That then it adds a lot of aftermarket cinema parts like the ZX Free Coaster and things like that. It's for $1,000, it's okay. But you could spend just a little bit more and get some crazy bikes like the ones we're going to talk about later. All right, it's also very heavy with those pegs and those hub guards, but again, it has a cinema free coaster. This is a solid free coaster bike, just a high price tag, but the price is only going to go up from here. So now bike number 3 is going to be a Wethepeople bike. We haven't seen a Wethepeople bike on the list, and I could have included the Wethepeople Trust on the list, but I included the Letum instead because the Letum was so much cheaper than the Trust. The Trust is a good free coaster bike, but it's not on the list, all right? The Wethepeople Battleship is the bike on the list, and I always trip out because the color. I think this color looks sick. I'm always impressed with how good the blue and red looks with the chrome. I don't know why. I like that mismatch. I like that contrast that it gives. And it's a beautiful looking bike. Now it's expensive. It costs $1,209. Again, I think it's worth every penny. This bike is essentially fully custom. If you went in, you could buy the Wethepeople Battleship frame. You could buy the Battleship forks. You could buy the Cloth Strangler bars. You can buy the Wethepeople Logic 48 spline cranks. You can buy all of this stuff aftermarket and build it up. And if you did so, it would probably cost you like $1,500. So buying this bike as a complete is saving you a ton of money. All right. Comes with a free coaster, comes with 4 pegs, it comes with hub guards. It's, oh wait, 2 pegs. Hold on. Yeah, 2 pegs, okay, 2 pegs, not 4 pegs. But it's a very solid bike, especially as a free coaster bike. You can't go wrong with this bike. The one thing to note is it's only available in a 20.75 inch top tube, which makes it best for riders who are between like 5'9" and 6 foot. It excludes a lot of smaller riders. Like if I was a small rider, I'd look at this and I'd be like, this bike is sick, the wrong size for you. Okay, so don't get too hyped up. But this is a very good bike, not even close to bike number 2 on the list, which is the Sunday Soundwave Special. The Soundwave, the reason that it's number 2 on the list, it's interchangeable with number 1 for sure, but it scores a 10 in quality. The Wethepeople Battleship only scores a 9.8. The Soundwave, the reason that the Soundwave scores a 10 is because of the Soundwave aftermarket frame. This frame has a lifetime warranty. The aftermarket forks have a lifetime warranty. The aftermarket bars have a lifetime warranty. So when you see 41 thermal, that's their lifetime warranty. And then the Thunderbolt cranks also have a lifetime warranty. So compared to the Envy, which has a lifetime guarantee on the frame and the forks, the Soundwave has that on the frame, forks, bars, and cranks, since the 2023 version is only available in the FREECOASTER, and the FREECOASTER version comes with the Thunderbolt cranks instead of the Caliber cranks, and the Thunderbolt cranks have a warranty. Okay, is that making any sense to you? Anyway, this bike is best quality, fully aftermarket. Everything on there is built to last. It's got the Hazard Light rims, which are like $80 rims alone. It's got the Clutch V2 FREECOASTER. It's got the Vandero Pro front hub. It's got the Thunderbolt cranks, which are like close to $200. This is just insane to me, the amount of quality they put together on this bike and then said, here you go guys, like here's this bike for only $1,300, only $1,100 if you use that coupon code. So this is the right-hand drive option, but they also have a left-hand drive option, so you can choose between the two, and it's light. This bike is crazy light, 23.4 pounds. Now that weight is only without brakes. So if you do have brakes on it and pegs on it, it's going to weigh a little bit more. But honestly, for a complete bike, you can't find a complete bike that weighs that light. You really can't. All right, but number one on the list is my personal favorite. It's the Darkwave Authentic. And again, you can use a coupon on the Darkwave Authentic. I don't like the color this year. I liked the color last year a lot more than this year. I don't think this color just doesn't stand out very good. But some things that are different about it is, one, it doesn't have the same lifetime warranty. So the forks are 41 thermal, so the forks on both of them have a lifetime warranty, but the frame on the Darkwave does not have a lifetime warranty. And I gotta double check the cranks. The cranks do. Okay, the cranks do, the bars do, and the forks do, but not the frame on the Darkwave. So in terms of lifetime warranty, the Soundwave is a little bit better. The Darkwave still scores a 10 in quality, and it's built for a bigger rider. The top tube is 1/4 of an inch taller than the Soundwave. It's got 28:9 gear ratio versus 25:9 gear ratio. It's got 4 pegs, 4 hub guards, and a sprocket with a bash guard, a really nice sprocket with a bash guard. And it also comes with the Clutch V2 FREECOASTER. This bike is a little bit heavier than the Soundwave, but we don't have the weight listed here. If I remember off the top of my head, it's like 24.9 or something. It's right around 25. And anyway, again, crazy bike. It'd probably be close to $1,600 if you built it separately, if you bought all these parts separately, but it only cost $1,300. Absolutely insane. So anyway, those are the top 7 BMX bikes that have a FREECOASTER. I want to know right now, do you guys agree with that list or disagree? And what bike would you add if you disagree? What bikes, what bikes would you guys add?